A decommissioned Metro police officer is back in court today. Andrew Delke's attorney will be asking the judge if the murder case can be moved outside of Davidson County. We have team coverage with News Channel 5's Aaron Cantrell and Nick Barris this morning. So first, let's get to Aaron live at the courthouse. So let's talk to you about the reason for today's request. What can you tell us about that?
Well, Amy, according to the court documents that were filed, Delke's attorney is concerned about jurors' perspective attitude changing, especially after the George Floyd protest. So they're concerned that there may not be able to have a fair jury. So Delke is currently facing a first-degree murder charge for shooting and killing Daniel Hambrick during a chase in 2018. Delke told the TBI he made the decision to shoot as a response to what he perceived as an intimate threat from Hambrick, who he says was running with a gun. Now, prosecutors say there was no such threat, and surveillance video captured the shooting. Hambrick was shot in the back while running away from Delke. Now, Delke's jury trial is scheduled to begin on July 12th after being pushed back several times due to COVID-19. And this case is sure to bring a lot of national and local media coverage, but our team coverage continues here on News Channel 5 with Nick Barris. And Nick, I guess a big question is can a fair jury be selected here in Davidson County?
Well, you know what, Aaron, that is a great question. And the answer first is yes, of course a jury can be selected, but the concern is whether or not the jury will be split, in which case you could end up with a hung jury, which would be a big problem. All right, there is, of course, video of the incident that Aaron mentioned, again, showing Officer Delke shooting Daniel Hambrick. This, keep in mind, was way back in 2018, still waiting for this trial. Now, it was made public, that video, and widely viewed, and we know Delke, of course, is now charged with first-degree murder. We all know this is an emotionally charged case with strong opinions on both sides, and some surveys have now shown that most people who have seen the video have already made up their mind one way or another, and that there really, for them, is no middle ground. So if that is indeed the case, it sets the stage potentially for a hung jury. This is a situation where they cannot agree on a verdict. So today, at this hearing, it will be left to Judge Monty Watkins to decide if the trial should be moved to another city where perhaps people know far less about the case than they do here in Nashville. And keep in mind, he has already heard a similar request from the defense and rejected that, but he's going to hear it again as they ask again today. And as Aaron said, this trial is scheduled one way or the other to begin in July. Delke, in the meantime, has been free on bond. We'll continue to follow this case. In fact, I'll be covering the hearing later today. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right.